As I speak, there are several thousand foreigners marching toward the United States, and they have every intention of forcing their way into our country. Some of them have actually filed lawsuits because they believe that it is their right to live here. And like we saw in Europe, they're not coming here with plans to assimilate. They're actually waving the flag of the nation that they're so desperately running from. Now, the Democrats would have you believe that anyone who doesn't want to allow them into our country is a racist or a xenophobe, and that Trump and the Republicans are racist and xenophobic. But if that's the case, why would these people want to come here? Why would they want to march thousands of miles to live in a place where they believe the people in power will oppress them because of their race or nationality? It doesn't really make sense, does it? You see, for someone to be granted asylum, they must prove that they are or will be persecuted on the account of their race, religion, nationality, political opinion, or social group. It's not just about how poor or unsafe their country is. Immigrants who want to come here legally to get away from poverty and crime don't qualify for asylum and must go through the immigration process and wait their turn, like my wife's family did. Her grandmother had to move to a border city in Mexico and go through the immigration process for 2 years to escape poverty and crime. But now we're just supposed to let these people in? I don't think so. And you know what else doesn't make sense? This all happening around election time. Have you seen this video where a couple of guys are handing out money to people in the caravan? When each person gets their money, they start walking. So where do you think that money is coming from? Who in the world benefits from them hiking more than 2,000 miles to our country? George Soros? The Honduran government? The Democrats? I'll be honest, I'm not sure, but I know who the Democrats think this issue will hurt politically, and we shouldn't just ignore that. Remember, the Democrat National Committee screwed over Bernie Sanders in the primary election to elect Hillary. And then Hillary's super PAC hired troublemakers to show up and cause trouble at Trump rallies so that they could blame Trump and his supporters for all the trouble being caused. So it's hard for me to believe that there aren't some Democrat operatives involved with getting this caravan here. But here's the thing. Building the wall is the #1 issue for Republicans, and border security isn't just a Republican issue. Democrat leaders from just a decade or two ago were adamant about border security. And sure, maybe they were lying, maybe it was just lip service, but they believed that it was important to their voters, or they wouldn't have talked so much about it. And I realize that their party has been taken over by leftists, but all of their constituents aren't leftists. I think that's why the walkaway movement has become popular. That movement is made up of common sense people. Democrats who aren't so political, that had taken everything their party said at face value. They believe that Trump said all Mexicans are rapists, which he did not say, and they believe that he made fun of a disabled reporter's lame arm. Of course, they had to freeze frame a video to make it look that way, but if you're not really paying attention because you're focused on living your life and providing for your children, it's easy to accept what the media tells you. The majority of Americans are pro-immigration, but we don't want illegal immigrants forcing their way into our country. We don't want illegal aliens driving down wages, and we don't want vulnerable Americans to suffer for the sake of helping non-citizens. So I think this is going to backfire. This caravan, or what would be more accurately described as an invasion, just reinforces what Trump supporters voted for in 2016. America first, which means Americans first, and that includes the immigrants that are already here. That includes black people and women, our veterans, our homeless. If you're an American or legal resident of our country, you shouldn't be shamed into believing that wanting the best for our fellow countrymen is a bad thing. You shouldn't be ashamed to put our country first. John F. Kennedy said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." It has become apparent that Democrats now believe the complete opposite of that. And that's a simple truth. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel, and if you want to become a supporting member of Blue Collar Logic, click on the link in the description and give what you can.